What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top 5 Central. Today we're looking at the top 5 craziest near-death moments caught on camera. Now before we even get into this video, I have a really exciting announcement and I know you guys are gonna love it. So when I started Top 5 Central just over a year ago, we started with gaming top 5 videos, but as time went on, we slowly drifted away, but I'm really proud to announce that they'll be returning on our new channel called Top 5 Gaming. If you guys are interested in subscribing, you can find the link below, but we'll be doing a huge Amazon gift card giveaway to all the people who subscribe to that channel. So yeah, if you want to enter, just click the link in the description, subscribe, and let them know I sent you. But with that said, let's get right into the video. Number 5. Okay, let's be honest real quick. How many of you guys would go parachuting if you had the chance? I mean, I have to give you credit if you're brave enough to go for it, but watching this video definitely changed my mind. Like in this video, the guy only made one tiny little mistake, but that was enough to turn what should have been a fun day out into something way more dangerous. Basically, when he jumped off the cliff, he just didn't manage to jump far enough away, so he didn't get enough air to clear the rocks. That stopped his parachute from opening all the way, so instead of gliding gently to the ground like he was supposed to do, he hit every single rock on the way down. Now I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you how painful that is, but somehow he made it down alive. Even crazier is he managed to stay conscious the entire time. Now luckily experts were there to cut him out of his parachute and get him to a hospital, but seeing him all bruised and bloody is definitely enough to make someone rethink going.
You know.
No, don't fucking cut me away.
Why not?
Don't cut shit, mate. Don't cut me.
No, I'm just gonna pull the cutaway handle.
Number 4. Honestly, the worst thing about this video isn't that something bad happens, it's that you know something's gonna go wrong, but you just don't know when. Now to be fair, all rally car drivers know what they're doing is dangerous, and they're actually as protected as possible when they hit the track, but that doesn't mean a crash like this isn't super hard to watch. I mean, everything seems pretty normal at first, like the driver takes the first few corners fine, and even seems pretty confident, but it doesn't take long for things to start going downhill. I think he basically picks up way too much speed and then takes a corner at just the wrong angle, and that's enough to send him spinning out of control. From what we can see, it looks insanely dangerous, but things get even more dramatic because while he's spinning, he crashes straight into the trees. Not only that, but a huge branch goes straight through the windshield and into the backseat, missing him by just a few inches. Like seriously though, if the branch had just been a little bit more to the left, the driver would have probably been taken out by the branch, and yet he gets away with just a few scratches. What's kind of funny, but definitely crazy though, is that this probably won't stop him from racing at all.
Żyjemy.
Number 3. Now it takes a special kind of person to want to take on the world's most dangerous road, but this guy really must be crazy because he decided to take things one step further. So this road in Bolivia is famous for being a death trap, so only like the bravest and most daring people take it on, and normally they just take like a mountain bike or BMX to the bottom. With that said, what if I told you that for this guy that wasn't enough, and he had to do something even more dangerous instead? Being 100% serious, he decided to build himself a ramp and base jump straight off the side with a parachute after biking to the edge. Now if that sounds completely crazy, that's because, well, okay, yeah it is, and things didn't exactly work out the way he planned. Basically, he had nowhere near enough speed, so as soon as he threw himself off the ramp, he started falling, and he didn't stop until he hit the bottom. Amazingly, the guy lived, but he didn't get off easy, as he ended up with a few fractures in his arm and some severed tendons. I mean, it definitely sucks that he got really hurt, but to be honest, what did you expect was gonna happen? Like, what? Number 2. Okay, so you've probably seen those videos on Facebook of people dangling off super high buildings, but honestly, this is even harder to watch than that. So the setup is pretty simple. Basically, the guy's just gonna jump from one roof to the other, but it doesn't exactly work out the way you might expect. So after studying the gap for a little bit, the guy goes to take a run up. One of the planks breaks underneath him when he steps on it. Obviously that trips him up, so he loses a ton of speed and momentum, but it's way too late for him to stop moving. So yeah, the camera cuts away and it looks like there's no way he could have made it, but amazingly he manages to grab onto the other side of the roof. That's when he pulls himself up and gets to safety, even if that's not exactly how he wanted the stunt to go. Like, you gotta admit, it's a pretty close call, but it does look really cool, and the fact that he caught that on camera is just really insane.
Oh, fuck! Ah!
Number 1. Now if this video proves anything, it's that you should always be nice to volunteers, and that sometimes a big jacket just isn't enough to keep you safe. So to give some context, this poor guy was working at a race, and he was just standing by the track minding his own business when he got the shock of his life. I mean, this car just comes tearing around the corner, and it should just pass by the guy, but something goes really wrong and ends up way too close for comfort. Like, literally it's already off balance when we see it, but soon it's completely out of control because it skids and ends up literally rolling off the track. I mean, everything happens way too fast for the guy to get out of the way, but amazingly there's a tree in exactly the right place to save him, and it ends up being the difference between life and death. So pretty much the tree stops the car just as the man passes behind it, and he manages to make it out of the situation alive. Even better, if you listen closely, it sounds like the crowd is applauding, although whether it's aimed at him, the driver, or the tree is kinda hard to tell. And there's our video on the top 5 near-death moments caught on camera part 2. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe so you see whenever we upload a video. Also, if you have your own top 5 or top 10 idea, feel free to use the extremely handy form in the description to submit it. With that said, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.